Hello! We are live. I should hit go on Twitter, don't y'all think? Anyways,
Maybe.
so we are here to get some reading done because I've been spending my evenings reading anyways, so I figured if I had to read some boring shit, I might as well have people to talk to between the boring stuff. So
That's a good precursor for whatever you're gonna be telling us you're reading tonight. Boring shit.
I am going to mention it and then we're gonna move on.
Oh.
So, anyways, do y'all want to introduce yourselves real quick? Tell people channel names because I do not have anything listed in the box below because I forgot that part.
Okay. Well, thanks, Margaret.
My name is
doing this for free.
My name is Bree. My channel is Bree McKay. It's on the screen with my name. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay.
I talk about books, obviously.
Nice.
Hold
on.
What?
No, keep going. You keep going.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Christine from the other Christine that is late for sprints and drives.
I want you to change your channel name to that because that would be hilarious.
The other Christine that's late, which is actually fun because I'm a very punctual person in real life. However, on the way home from dropping my friend off for dog training for the weekend, there was standstill traffic on the Ontario 401. So here we are.
There was also standstill traffic on my road, and I kind of wanted to just like drag my car up next to a lady. Anyways, I love how you have Tim Hortons.
I do. This was my first extra large Orange Pekoe tea black, 2 bags in. And this is my second, so I'm doing great.
Christine's feeling great today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I've got a new bisexual haircut and I'm a new woman. So.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
I will be having. I thought you were busy, my good sir. First person I asked, he wanted to hang out tonight, and he's like, "No, I got somebody's graduating or something," and then he.
Well,
whatever.
Maybe he only wanted to hang out in New Orleans.
Well, New Orleans doesn't fit any of the parameters that I gave him for the places I wanted to go. I literally was like, let's go.
Matters to him.
I was like, let's go somewhere that's not too far and doesn't have a lot of people. And he's like, okay, how about
Margaret,
3 states away?
Margaret, when I hung out in New Orleans, that was far for me. It's not that far from you. I looked it up. It's 9 hours. It's doable.
I understand, but I was, wanting to go out and back in one day.
I drove
so
to
that
Boston
I don't have to ask off work
with no bra on. You can do it.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, hi, I'm Margaret, and this is obviously my channel. I think everyone who is currently watching knows me. Some of you have known me as long as you have been alive. So that's only one of you.
What?
That's only one of you in the chat.
In the chat.
Okay, yes.
I was so confused. I was like, are there children here? Get them away.
No, I unfortunately do not have any children at this point in my life. I'm working on it.
Oh.
I'm working on it. We'll get there at some point.
You did not invite me to a sprint for children. You know what's funny? That's funny.
That would be not a
today,
good thing.
my sister said to me, my phone notification went off, and she said, "You know what? For as long as I've known you, you've had that really annoying ringtone." And then she's like, "Wait, I've known you since way longer than you've had a phone." Like, yeah, you dumb bitch. And I've only had the Microsoft Teams app downloaded for not even a year. So
Mitchell says that with the minivan, you look like you just dropped off kids.
I'm not in a minivan. I'm in a Hyundai Sonata. But we're getting a bigger car for our dogs. Yeah, we're actually gonna get not a minivan.
SUV?
Bigger than an SUV, like a Toyota Highlander, or like a Honda Pilot or something.
That is okay. Honda Pilot is most definitely an SUV. The Toyota is also an SUV. It's just a
But
bigger
it's a
SUV.
bigger SUV. Yeah, so it's not like it's.
It's not a crossover SUV.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Okay.
Yeah.
But it has to be big enough to fit 2 large Roughland kennels in the back. That's the
trick.
That's the trick. She was like, "What color do you want?" And I was like, "I don't care." What seats do you want? I'm like, "I don't care. It just needs to fit the dog crates." So
that was me getting my car, except I was like, this is the car I want.
That's fair.
I'm like, I want this model, or no, I want this make, this model. That's all that matters.
What model? What make?
Honda Fit. I've wanted one since they came out.
They're nice cars, yeah.
Yeah. It's the best thing I ever bought. So
they're so reliable. Like, you can't go wrong with that.
Oh my God. We had a Honda Civic. Max is in the chat dragging you for driving while on the phone, Christine.
Excuse me. I'm looking at the sun, at the road. I'm not
at the sun.
I was gonna say you really shouldn't be looking at the sun.
I mean,
if I wasn't on,
we're getting like a half words.
Every other word. This bodes well for the rest of the evening. Christine will be home soon, and then the internet will be fine. We were going somewhere, and now I don't remember where we were going. Bree, do you remember where we were going? Did you take notes?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have no idea what we were.
What are we reading in that case? I will go last because I am reading the most boring thing ever.
I'm reading nothing except
you can go with what you will be reading.
Oh, okay, sure. A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth.
No. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Say that one. Wait. Hold on. Say that one more time because I had to mute you because the feed suddenly went live and we're gonna have reverb.
A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
I am reading Ghosts of the Shadow Market by Cassandra Clare and Friends. Nice. I'm only 100 pages in, and I started it like a week ago.
Yeah,
Sprint.
I've been trying to read. I've been trying to read the Bane Chronicles, and I am not that far in. Although there are stipulations on that, because I'm trying to read everything chronologically, and Ghost of the Shadow Market is the only one that I'm not reading until I get to finish with the Mortal Instruments, because it was just too confusing trying to figure out like where Simon's parts and where the past parts were, because the past parts are if they're in chronological order, everything else is out of order.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyways, I am currently reading Health and Life, including annuities and variable contracts. It's the manual for selling insurance in Florida. It's the study manual. And it is the most boring shit ever. Like, I'm sitting here going, I have to sell this stuff too? No one wants to talk about this. Please make it stop. So it's a weird course. Like, you have to read online, and then you have to read the book, and it's basically the same information, but what's online tells you what's important in the book. And
well, just think that with your insurance money that you use scamming people with capitalism, you can afford a vacation with me.
I was actually thinking I'd be able to afford a dog, but that also would work.
Okay.
I mean, is it really any different if you get to go see Christine's dogs?
Well,
wait a minute.
Like, you could just go see Christine's.
Technically, I could currently afford a vacation to Christine's. It's just that the borders are not open right now.
Yeah,
I keep waiting for
in, and it's pretty funny.
So yeah,
it's actually really funny because we're all like, nobody's in or out, but people are still getting COVID from like far off lands. So I don't know.
Like, far off lands, or is it in Canada? Because I thought none of y'all were vaccinated, or Mitchell says your
Free
province isn't
registered
even
for a
open right
vaccine.
now.
Thank you very much.
You what?
My what?
Said you what?
What did
Something
you
about
say?
the vaccine? Did you say you're registered for the vaccine?
I'm pre-registered for a vaccine. Pre-registered.
So the
Which means I'm on
registration
a waiting list.
to be on the waiting list. Basically.
Yep. Yep.
That's exciting. Okay, Max is trying to decide between Not Your Villain, Good Girl's Guide to Murder, or Rick or King. So if anyone has suggestions, opinions on that, let us know. I feel like the only one I recognize is Wicker King, and I hear it's very good. So, is Not Your Villain one of the C.D. Lee books? Max, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it part of the Not Your Sidekick series or whatever? I could be wrong. Anyways, okay. I have gotten us a timer. Let me share my screen really fast. Hold on, I don't know what that facial expression was, but it's fine. Okay, Max says yes. Okay, then I am going to go with Not Your Villain because I know how much you like that series. Oop, let's skip the ad because I never watch ads. I'm a terrible YouTube support person. I'm just like, I'm watching your content. So
I actually have premium because I use it for work too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I make a playlist of like shorts and songs and stuff for the kids to teach them the things that we're working on. And then I'll like, as we watch them, I'll also like pause it and chat and stuff. So
yeah, and you definitely don't want horror movie ads coming on in the middle of your preschool class.
Yeah, that would not be a thing. So
I wish you could like select types of ads that you do not want to see, because some of those I feel like should have trigger warnings. And also I don't want to see Trump's face ever again. Like just never again. Carrie Johnson is working on Throne of Glass.
Ooh.
I need to pick that series back up.
I have to say the conclusion was pretty satisfying. I was pretty satisfied by the conclusion.
Okay, but does she get better about doing stupid racist things? Like not even intentional. Like it just maybe it was intentional, but like she just have you know what happened in book 2?
Yeah.
Right? You know why I'm mad.
Yeah.
What book?
That's fair.
Crown of Midnight. Christine, you've already heard the rant for this
That's fair.
time. Why is the timer going?
Crown of Midnight.
I mean, I wouldn't say that she necessarily gets better within that series, no, but I just think that there's a lack of presence of.
Yeah.
And I do feel like there's like a touch of white saviorism vibes because Selena is white, so
yeah. I don't think you can have a white writer and not have at least a touch at some point.
Yeah.
Like even the best ones. I'm just like, okay. So, anyways. Yeah, at some point I'll be done being mad about what happens in Crown of Midnight and move on with my life.
Oh, where the person gets killed.
Yes, but someone is reading the series for the first time, so we're going to be considerate
and not the person. I said the
and not go into detail. A lot of people die.
The person.
Yes.
I don't even know their name.
I love how you said that because you know Christine is gonna spoil it if you're not reminding her.
I've never even read it.
My good bro, you are going to have to be more specific because we've covered like 7 different things at this point.
Yeah.
What is not how I live my life? Avoid not spoiling people? There's a difference between me spoiling my little brother, who I don't care about if he gets spoiled, and me not wanting to spoil people who have watched, who just don't know me.
Oh, the way you worded that.
Yes, it was
like if it had cut out at the first half of that sentence.
Okay, so
See, Allegiant.
the difference, little brother, between Allegiant and what happened in Crown of Midnight, the main character and the love interest for Throne of Glass series are still very much alive. We did not off the main character in the third book like we did in Allegiant. So no, I'm not moving on from that one.
Margaret, my main goal in life is to write a series so good that you love the characters so much and kill them.
Christine, because I know you, you automatically get like a cheat code for the killing off characters thing.
Oh.
One of my favorite books is a retelling of Hamlet from Ophelia's point of view. And I love the author so much that I'm able to be immersed in like how pretty and wonderful it is and not be mad that the main character dies at the end. Please do not ask me to explain how that works.
I want to make you mad. Oh.
You already do that.
Okay.
Please see any of our chats about Steve Rogers.
Oh no! Oh no!
I just don't like because it derails the. Anyways, we're gonna do reading sprints. Hello, Anne Marie. How are you today? We will do reading sprints in 2 minutes. I am assuming that BJ means he likes Bree. So congratulations, Bree. You officially passed the brother test. Christine, you've already done that because you've met him multiple times at this point. So, anyways, anyone who's in the chat right now, if you haven't dropped what you're reading and you want to drop what you're reading, you may. Hopefully my eyes will not bleed reading about life insurance. So,
I mean, I feel like that would be kind of an oxymoron if they did.
Bleeding eyes while reading about life insurance?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I am not insured in that way, so
oh no,
I have a problem.
Life insurance, the cheaper way to die.
Like it makes sense to have it if you have things like a mortgage or something and you don't want your wife to have to pay it. I just like
yeah, I would hate for my wife to have to pay my mortgage.
Like I'm at the point that I would give my left arm for my right arm. I need my left arm. It's the only one I can use. I would give my right arm for a dry professor at least.
Margaret,
like
are you left-handed?
What?
Are you left-handed?
Yes, I'm left-handed.
This whole time?
Oh my god.
Amina is Anne Marie is reading Amina's voice and she has 80 pages left.
Woo-hoo,
yeah, I've always been left-handed, Christine. I've never not been left-handed.
Sure? Are you sure?
I love that.
Today?
I love that I got to witness this moment.
I feel like that's
so
something
glad
I
that I
should
got to witness this.
Like, why didn't I know this about you?
Christine starts questioning her and Margaret's friendship
because I talk about it quite often.
No, you don't.
I mention it at least occasionally in my vlogs and stuff. I know I've mentioned it at least once.
But Margaret, then if you ever got it, then you're going to have to cut off your dominant arm if you want a cool metal arm.
I mean, I'd have a cool metal arm, so it wouldn't
your
matter.
Right arm can't be metal. Your right arm has to be made of flesh. That's just the rule.
I feel like if I were to remove my left arm and have it replaced with a cool metal arm, whether or not it was my dominant hand would not be a factor. I wouldn't have to, like, it's getting replaced. I'd be fine. And I would also be able to use it to do, like, cool moves and punch bad guys in the face. So, all right. It is 8:20. So we are going to start sprints in 3, 2, 1. Mute your mics.
Can you mute me?
Yeah, I'm going to mute you, Christine. I gotcha. Christina's back.
Hi.
Hi. Oh man. I don't want to sing on live. That's not something I want to do, but I could. We could. No more talk of darkness. Anyways, sorry.
So good. So good.
I actually love that musical, and I know that it's bad.
So good.
But it's a
It's
very
like-
good
It's
musical.
so good. It's so bad, but it's also so
It's
good.
so good. Like the music is balling. It's
Ugh.
and
But,
they're
like,
both
also it's so-
singing to Christine,
Yes.
so it's
I
a
love
win.
that musical. I had a visceral experience seeing that musical in the theaters. So, like, that was my first. That was my first time seeing it. Was when they did the movie, and like that music started, and you felt something in that theater. As
Wait,
that
you mean like
chandelier
you mean like
going up.
cinemas? You
I
mean
saw
like the
that.
movie?
I saw Emmy Rossum, Gerard Butler, and Patrick Wilson.
That's a shit movie.
I'm sure it is. I
It's
still
so
love it.
bad. They only like maybe one of them can sing.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no,
Apparently-
no, no.
Patrick Wilson's mother lives in St. Pete, and she was a customer of my mother's. My mother almost convinced her to give me voice lessons.
He could sing. He was good.
He could sing. Emmy Rossum wasn't terrible.
It's Gerard Butler was the problem.
He was okay.
Gerard Butler's the problem in any movie he's in. I don't like him.
Anyways, but I just remember that moment where you got that do, 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 do.
Yeah,
it's
but it sounds better in like an
Going
actual
away,
theater.
and the chandelier is going up, and I was like, I mean, it was an experience.
Yeah, when I saw it, like I saw it live in Toronto, and it was like the same thing because there's like an actual fucking chandelier that fell, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. I would love to see Phantom live.
Yeah,
the only
really
Andrew Lloyd Webber I have seen, well, never, yeah, no, that's Stephen Sondheim. The only Andrew Lloyd Webber I have seen live is Cats,
Oh god. Oh my lord.
which is enjoyable as separate songs, but as a musical where you have no plot to follow,
It's a thing. It wasn't the best thing, but it's a thing.
However, I will die on the hill that the costumes in the original Cats were far better than whatever they did in the movie.
No, the movie made a bad thing worse. Like let's
Yeah.
not I'll never disparage the production compared to the film. There's no you know?
I have not seen Joseph live. It did not come to Gainesville.
Yeah.
I have seen Joseph a couple of times though. On the DVD with Donny Osmond, whichever
Danny
one of
Osmond.
Danny Osmond.
Donnie, it's Donnie.
Okay.
Just
And then every time we bring up Joseph, I get that stupid song stuck in my head, and I can only remember 2 lines. I hate it.
believe it or not, that's not one I've seen. I know you're shocked. I know. But
It's got good music, and I like what they did with the storyline, even if I was a little scandalized as a small Christian child. So, anyways, how did we do on our books?
I got home.
You got home, which is a
That's
good
good.
achievement. I'm glad you got home safely. Bree, tell me about the feel. Oh, that's right. I know what we're talking. Probably know what we're talking about to some extent.
Yeah, a relationship sort of started that I was like kind of unsure if it was actually going to go like full on go there or not. But it does exist and it happened and I'm satisfied.
Is this
My
a
soul is already
relationship
satisfied.
that we would have been familiar with?
A and A. Their names start with A
Oh,
and
we already knew that was a thing.
A. But I am behind, okay?
Wait,
Like this is
Wait,
my
you're
first
reading
time
this before having read? No,
Queen
wait.
of Air and
this is-
Darkness. I'm reading this before reading Queen of Air and Darkness. Before reading The Last Hours.
Like,
But A and A were a thing in Mortal Instruments.
who's the fuck am I thinking? Because I'm thinking of Anna and Ariadne. Who are we talking about?
No. Wait,
yeah,
yeah.
that mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're
I
talking.
was yeah.
We're talking about completely different people then.
I was.
Who else is A and A?
I'm talking
was
about Eileen
hopeful that it-
Penhollow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Helen. Aline and Helen.
A
Yeah,
and
yeah.
H.
Oh,
But no,
Oh,
I
so
wasn't
great.
100% sure if it was gonna like go full on or not because the time period and the fact that it's short story collections, but it went all in, and I'm like, okay.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that in the most recent publication, she eats her out in a closet. So, yeah, no worries about that.
Okay.
It was a good time for everyone.
We love that
Stick with
Cassandra
Anna.
Clare doesn't hold back. Cassie doesn't hold back.
Yeah,
We love that.
there's gays in every century with this one. It's perfect.
That's because there have been gays
Mhm.
in every century.
I know that.
Hello, Oscar Wilde. Anyways, Anne
I love
Marie.
that was brought up too. That was mentioned in it.
Yeah,
I
like,
was like,
you
yes.
can't do Edwardian and not talk about Oscar Wilde. I'm sorry, as a theater major, that is
Yeah.
categorically
I
impossible.
love that that's his dog's name.
What?
He's bisexual.
Oh.
Golden retriever.
Is cute. Is cute. Yeah, I only got 12 pages, but I also had to like do all the things to get perfectly comfortable for the next little bit. So now I'm
Okay.
satisfied, and I think that I have all my things, arranged, and I can, just read now. So
Nice.
maybe I'll get more reading in next.
Yeah, maybe I went down and made tea. But I got past. I read 2 pages, and we were talking. I was excited because one of the things that is. So there's a clause in life insurance that says after a certain amount of time, usually 2 years, you cannot contest a life insurance policy, like hold up a benefit or hold up paying the claim, even if they've misrepresented themselves or like actually committed fraud in filling out the application. And then it says, except in the options of impersonation, no insurable interest, or intent to murder. And I was like, ooh, intent to murder. What does this mean? And then I got to reading it, and it was like, oh, the boring old, like you sign up to get a policy for your wife and then you kill your wife. Like if they figure out that you intended to murder your wife when you created that policy, I scared Christine away. You do not get to get that. You can't insure them. So,
I mean,
Christine's back.
I have no idea what happened. 1 minute I'm like, murder your wife, yeah, and then it's gone. Okay.
I love how you say that, like you would ever murder your wife.
Like a wife would even want me.
Christine, just because you had bad experiences with one person does not mean you are unwantable.
No, I know men want me.
Did Alex nod?
No, he's over there playing his little game, not paying attention. You stink. Yeah, he doesn't even know.
Okay. Anyways, Anne-Marie got to read 23 pages. Max, after me scaring the fuck out of them, has let us know that they did figure out what to eat.
That's good.
What did you eat, Max? I'm curious. I had part of the chicken salad sandwich from Panera, and then it wasn't agreeing with me, so I stopped eating it. Yeah, see, I agree with Kier. I am sure that there are bisexuals and lesbians out there who would love you. I can't guarantee that they would love Alex or Briar, but I know they would love you.
Wait, I like how you're like, they would love Cassie. I'm not even going to bring that up. That's not a good question. Of course it's Cassie.
I feel like Cassie would be maybe a little more negotiable than Briar is.
Okay, everyone's shitting on Cassie today. Cassie turned 7 months old today, and nobody wants her. It's terrible. Like my sister.
You?
No, I love her. But my sister came into my room today, and she was like, I'm like hoping that you realize that you could just give me Briar. Like, you could just She doesn't ask for Cassie. She asks for
I
Briar.
love her. She wants the one that is your actual service dog.
Service dog, right? Okay. So she's like, Briar's just special. Just give me Briar. And I was like, if I'm getting rid of one of them, it's not Briar. And then I was like
I said, if you had to choose, Cassie would lose. It's not that you don't love her. It's that Briar is necessary. Everybody okay? Necessary for your survival.
Instant karma.
My brother was asking if Christine is tired of male attention.
yeah.
I mean, Christine is engaged to a male currently, as far as I know. So
I am currently engaged to a male. Cassie, come lick the alcohol off my legs. But no, but I am tired of male attention. That's correct.
I feel like most women are tired of male attention. So
I'm so done being harassed over the size of my tits. Like
It's so true, though.
it's
gonna be
soon you will be done being harassed over the size of your tits.
Pardon me?
I said soon you will be done being
I know.
harassed about
I've
that.
actually my consult's on the 27th. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Then get rid of them. They're gonna be like, how small do you want them? And I'm like, gone. Thank you, Kier. She's perfect. She's licking the alcohol off my leg.
Standing Cassie. You say that, and yet I have you have told me things.
I love Cassie so much. Are you kidding?
I know you love her. I just know that sometimes you kind of, or at least in the past, you have wanted to get rid of her. Not literally.
Get rid of her. Just
not literally, but like.
Okay. Here's what it was. Briar came home perfect. Like Briar just came home like, I would never do anything bad, and I'm quiet, and I take one day to learn everything. I'm so smart. And Cassie came home like, this is my house, bitch. And so it took a bit more time to bond, but we're very bonded now.
Aww. Hi, Cassie.
No.
You're 7 months old,
you pretty girl.
How
Okay,
do this? They don't want you. Oh, no, you're 7 months old.
No.
Max says congratulations on your console.
Thank
Her face is
you.
looking less puppy. Oh,
Yeah.
she
Oh my
gained a
goodness.
big girl
She looks
face.
like a big girl now.
Yeah, she's
Cassie.
huge, right?
You need to stop growing up while we're not there.
No,
now she looks a little puppy.
Get big. Get
Okay,
big.
hold on. I think. Okay, so Max hasn't figured out what they were going to eat, but they're thinking sweet potato waffle fries. And yes, I do agree. You probably need a protein.
But sweet potato fries are so good, though.
Sweet
that
potatoes
I
are protein,
support it.
isn't it?
It has protein, but technically it's a carb.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
more carb than protein.
So then when I got
there's
it on a
something-
burrito instead of beef, I really wasn't doing myself any favors. I should have got beef.
You probably were doing the environment more favors than you were doing yourself. Maybe, depending on how they grew those potatoes.
True. I need to get up to clean this alcohol off my leg. But it's like in a puddle on like my ankle. Like it's being, and I feel like the minute I get up, it's gonna like go everywhere.
Okay.
And there's gonna be like bright pink Pombe on my, Cassie, keep looking. On my pink, like my white sheet is what I think.
Oh, okay. So let's go ahead. Hold on. How do I share? Oh, we're not gonna do that. That's too much work. I was gonna try and share the screen with audio, and then apparently there's a whole thing you have to set up. So we will do that next time.
Yeah.
All right. So it is 8:55. We will go again. And I will go read about things that are not nearly as exciting as what I thought they were. So
I'm gonna go clean my leg.
one, mute your mic and clean your leg. back. If y'all heard that. Hello. We have a new friend.
Here.
God, hold on. There we go. Sorry, my
Hello.
leg's in a weird position. You're muted. Do you need me to unmute you?
Hello.
There we go.
I thought I had unmuted myself and had only tapped it.
Yes. Well, we did it. We've been trying to get Kira on my channel for like 3 weeks. We almost had it last week.
I decided I was like, I'm gonna delete Twitter, and that also means that I don't get notifications. And then I'm like, this morning I was like, there's a stream, and then I fell asleep in the afternoon, and then I was just like browsing YouTube, and I like saw the like stream, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's starting. And then I was like, crap, I need to make food. So then I made food, and then
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We almost had it last week, but then I was like, I am not up to a stream. So I was like, I'm sorry, we're canceling. So, anyways. So, how did we do?
You guys have to hear about what happened to me.
What happened to you?
So my neighbors have a pool.
Okay.
And my window's open because I love having my window open when it's warm. And my dogs like to sit at the window, hence so like, you know.
Yeah, Briar's spot.
She just likes to try to escape. It's fine. And
they
a
go
duck
swimming in their
landed
pool?
in the pool.
A duck.
A duck. And it was like quacking. And my girls go to the window and they're like, right, Briar? You wanted the duck? And I was like, you. Kill it, Briar. But so there's just a duck over there taunting them.
Poor thing.
Oh no, this is hilarious.
Poor duck. Poor dog.
The dogs. The dogs. The poor
Yeah, I was
dogs.
like, poor duck.
Dogs. No,
No,
the
they're
dogs
all
are just
sitting
there.
They're his family.
Yeah, they just want to. The dogs are just sitting there, and they just want to do their job.
They just want to hunt. Yeah, I know.
you need to
Bless their
bring them to my house because the stream behind my house literally has about 400 ducks per day. I look out my window and I cannot see the water. There's only ducks.
I was talking about this
crazy.
the other day with my friend because there was like a grackle and Briar was like, and I was like, get it, Briar, get it. And she like tore after it. And it flew away because like it's a bird. But my friend's like, that's so mean to the bird. I'm like, I don't care about birds. I'll never,
Christine.
after that one bird attacked Cassie's litter as a baby, I'm just like deaf to all birds now. So
Okay. That's a valid way to be.
do you remember that?
I think that's showing bigotry toward birds, but you know.
The only bird that's okay is Falcon, but I don't. That's not even a thing
He's not
anymore.
Falcon anymore. He's Captain
He's
America.
Captain America, so I'm allowed to have a war on birds.
Although I
Duck-
really liked Torrent, but I was sad that we did not get to see more of him.
I know. I hope he's there next time.
I was like,
Max says
Duck.
duck is
oh,
delicious.
that is delicious.
The duck is really good. Yeah.
I have never had duck.
I also like seeing them. You need to have duck. They're
I have never had duck. I have had, listen, I grew up in a conservative Floridian Christian household. We ate beef, we ate pork, we ate chicken.
You said conservative Christian household. That's exactly the demographic that would hunt ducks.
It's true.
Like
My
most
family's
of the
not
ducks I've had
here.
in
I mean,
Middle-
Tennessee-
Middle
it's a
East,
big
not
Tennessee
the,
thing, though.
Nah, my mom's not that adventurous.
I don't know if Blair caught a duck if I would cook it and eat it because it'd be like Waterloo sewer duck. Like, is that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the
My
duck.
sister-
The
I will
Waterloo
keep the
is
ducks,
not
the ones
either.
that I get in restaurants.
Pardon?
I will keep the duck, the one that I get in restaurants, because I wouldn't want to like. They're like swimming in garbage, and you're like,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
My
But-
sister's church has a wild game dinner every year, so yeah.
You're here?
Welcome to Tennessee.
Yeah.
where that is, one of the, biggest events for that. It was the biggest event for that church for like a long time. Was
Oh
that
my god.
You can borrow Briar next time.
they had like big people come and speak at it too. Like they've had like quarterbacks and from the NFL quarterbacks and stuff like that come and speak out it. So it's been like a really big evangelistic thing. So it's like really cool and everything. But yeah, it's it's about wild game.
I'll loan you Briar. She's never
I
hunted
won.
professionally before. But she can learn. She's only done it recreationally. Right, Brewy?
I'm sure she would love it.
Briar, you're ferocious. Yeah. Yeah, Briar, get it. Briar, go get it. Yeah,
She's
she's
like, Mom,
really
why are
vicious.
you doing
It's
this?
just like
Me.
I want to, Mom,
Get
but I
it.
can't.
Get it.
Kier, what book are you reading tonight?
Mansfield Park.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Um,
I don't know how they
I-
make that book look that thick.
Very large
it
word.
is a little like short, like
Like height wise.
Height wise.
this is like a normal sized book.
Yeah. Like I look at those and I'm like, most of Jane Austen's books are pretty short. Like they're not thick books.
Yeah, but
How do you do
Mansfield
that?
Park is her longest book. Like this is like fully like I think like
Yeah.
500-page book normally. Like this is
Mansfield?
530, and I think it's normally at least like 400 and some.
Mansfield is? I think
Yeah,
Emma
Mansfield is her longest.
is it? I thought Emma was her longest book.
I don't know. They're both quite much like I just read Persuasion and Northanger Abbey, and now I'm reading Mansfield Park, and it is like substantially larger than like those both. But I think you're right. Emma is longer as well. But
Yeah.
I think this is her longest.
Yeah.
Those were
I've
her last
only
two
read-
before she died, and she just got longer books as she went along. Or well, I guess
Yeah.
Mansfield was. Or
I've read all of her works at least once at this point. None have I read as many times as I have read Pride and Prejudice.
so now
I've read
officially
all
I
of
have
them.
read Northanger, Emma, and Persuasion all twice. I've only read Pride and Prejudice once, and I'm reading Mansfield Park the first time, and I haven't read since.
Yeah. Sense and Sensibility flip flops sometimes with Pride and Prejudice for my favorite, just because I identify so thoroughly with Eleanor Dashwood. I too would burst into tears if a man proposed to me and have to leave the room. So
I relate way too much to Emma, who is her most hated protagonist, but you know.
Emma's not that bad. She's just 18.
Like that's
Be honest,
that's
dude.
the intrigue of Emma though. That's you love how annoying she is. Like that's kind of like the fun of her is, you know, you love how much like how
The
many
fun of-
stupid decisions she makes.
The fun
That's
of
the
Emma
fun
is getting to watch her make the stupid decisions and then eventually realize they're dumb decisions and learn from them.
Right. It's like that's
How-
the whole point, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
How did everyone else do while we were reading? I got through three more pages.
I got 20 pages
I read
in.
one.
You read one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are
Talk
you
to that.
reading Shadowhunters,
Pardon?
Christine? Are you reading Shadowhunters?
No,
I'm reading
only
A Dark
three.
Hollow Star.
Just me.
Isn't that the
you're
wait?
reading.
Hold
Okay.
on. Is
I
that
like
the one
had gone, and then you guys were talking it, but I couldn't figure out which one of you was actually reading it at the
Me.
time.
Oh yeah, no, not me.
I
No.
just finished the story about Anna. And can we just take a second?
Oh yeah, that is the one I'm thinking of. I want to read that just based on looking at the cover alone. I want to read that.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Oh my
I
goodness
started
gracious.
CFM 5 years ago, and I am about 150.
So good.
Okay, let's see. Carrie finished Middlemarch. Is that any good? I have read one George Eliot book, which was Mill on the Floss, and I was traumatized. And then let's see. Anne Marie read 34-ish pages, And you don't need to qualify that. You read 34 pages ish, maybe. Doesn't matter if the
Pages
middle
are
right.
pages. A
Exactly.
piece of paper is a piece of paper, no matter how small the words
And
are.
then
or how big the words are.
Max
Whatever.
has been distracting Christine, which I can't say is much of an accomplishment.
We're currently berating our parents for breeding to create us to be so anxious.
Was that our parents' fault, or was that just the general society we grew up in's fault?
Oh no, like both of my parents definitely have anxiety. They want to
okay.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But they don't have anxiety. Mental health was not a thing that existed before 2000.
It was invented in 2000. You're right. You're right.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Dad.
All of these people now.
I
I know. I tried to talk to my
Oh,
mother once about her anxiety, and like my grandmother last Wednesday,
Mhm.
her husband, my grandfather, is needing like surgery and isn't getting it because COVID, so he's like not able to move. And she was admitted with like heart palpitations, and they were like, "Yes, it's stress." And I'm like, so I'm trying to talk to her about this anxiety attack, and she's like, "I don't have anxiety." And I'm like, your husband, who you've been married to for 70 years, he's like not doing well. You're understandable if you're having a panic attack. She's like, "I'm not having a panic attack," and I was like, the doctor said elsewise, but you know.
I had to turn away a patient that was calling trying to set up an appointment while she was on the phone with me. She was pretty much held together, but she was crying when she was on the phone. And I was just like, you're looking for a therapist, and I don't have one that can take your insurance right now.
Sucks.
Yeah. I like, on the one hand, it's less complicated for me to have to deal with commercial insurance, but on the other hand, I hate that I'm having to turn people away, especially when people call and like you can tell they really need it. And there aren't a lot of people that take from what I'm hearing, most of the commercial insurance companies, the people that they are licensed with are packed right now.
Do you not have free healthcare or free therapy for people who can't afford it?
We do not.
Florida.
So, yeah, if you can get Medicaid, you can get it for free. We can take anyone with Medicaid. But unfortunately, at the moment, like, because the insurance companies are so stupid, and they won't cover providers that are not licensed with them or authorized with them or whatever. I don't know. And so we like with Florida Blue is the biggest insurance company in Florida. We have one therapist that is licensed with them. They've been trying for years to get other therapists licensed with them. And we just got our clinical supervisor, who is no longer taking patients licensed with Florida Blue. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, our insurance industry is like a mess.
Well, it's when you're doing something for profit that is a necessity.
It should not be for profit. I agree with you, Kier, 100%.
But like, even like therapy isn't covered under like healthcare in Canada, but like but we don't have like any place accepts pretty much any insurance, don't they?
No, not in the States. So
nobody in Canada, I'm pretty sure.
We don't have what, sorry?
Pretty much any place will accept any insurance. That's kind of how most of
Canada. But I think, and this is like the problem with all things in the States, is that like in Canada we have like 5 big insurance companies.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have like 7 million in the States. Like,
because you have one per like state, which is very strange to me. Rather than like most of ours are like, I think, national.
We have just like Manulife, Sun Life.
We have an entire industry built on it that are all competing, but they are competing to like be the least worst. So
yeah, there's like,
we're less
pitfalls and downfalls, right? Like we have less option, but ours is more regulated.
Yeah, then that's my thing. I feel like part of our problem is if we made it illegal for insurance companies to be able to refuse providers, like they have to cover any provider that is properly accredited and licensed, because that's basically what they do when they say someone's out of network. Like if we got rid of like you can't have in or out of network providers anymore, that would probably improve things. Mm-hmm. So, and then unfortunately insurance companies control prices.
The other thing we can do,
Yeah.
and hear me out about this. We can
Destroy the nation state.
Yes. You knew it was
I
coming.
was waiting.
We're gonna say.
I was waiting for.
I am not quite sure we're there yet, but I wouldn't mind moving to better things. Like,
Yeah.
I'm definitely enjoying like this conversation I'm hearing a lot of people have about, is it lateral organizing? Is that the term that the anarchists use? I don't know. It's a term, and it's like talking about like rather than having a hierarchical system, it's like
Oh yeah.
everybody is out this.
Yeah. Well, the idea of anarchy in general is to destroy hierarchy. So.
Yes, which I feel like if we could
Not
live in a world-
organization, not government,
yeah,
hierarchy. And that's what people don't understand. They're like, anarchy equals chaos. And it's like, no, bitch.
No.
Learn Latin. No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
like I
etymology.
understand that we have to have some sort of form of governance, but I think we are too married to the forms of governance that we have in the way that they are. That it's like when we go, oh hey, this isn't working. We're like, well, but the only other option is no government.
Like,
Like,
man,
this is the way it
calm,
has always
simmer down.
been, so it has to be this way.
Yes.
you're either a capitalist democracy or you're the USSR. And what do you want to be, Kier? Do you want to be the USSR? Is that what you
apparently-
really want?
Yes,
Well,
yes, I want
I mean,
full nothing.
if you
They
listen,
regularly call me a commie every time I
I
talk
was
to them
gonna
on the
say,
phone.
I was gonna say, if
And
you
I live in a
listen,
socialist country. And
anyone who is in
they're
the
like,
States,
Canada is not socialist.
y'all are the USSR. So
And
Yeah.
yet,
We even have red in our flag. I mean, so do you. Just everyone.
we should do without the red.
We have way more red than you, though. Ours is like red.
I
We have no blue.
I don't
Yeah.
know if y'all have more red than we do. I think it might
Yeah.
be pretty even.
It's more than 2/3 of our flag.
Yeah.
Christine,
There's like
we
only
have-
like 20% of our flag that doesn't have red on it.
but
You have a lot
Here.
more white.
So much. You also have a whole third color.
yeah, true. Okay, anyway,
The stars are a color, right? The
The
stars are.
only white we have is the cutout
Somebody
space
needs to
around
go
the
do this math. I just want to know. For science, somebody go do
There are
the math. Somebody who
Wait,
likes math.
I'm gonna show you guys the
no,
the
Christine,
flag that almost was.
you have more followers than I do. Tweet on your Twitter. Be like, hey, can somebody do the math to see what percentage of red is in the United States flag versus the Canadian
Okay, but I
flag?
have to show you what the Canadian flag almost was. All right, are you ready for
Show
this?
me. Is this going to be great?
It's so embarrassing, and I wish it was true.
Our flag was not
Embarrassing, and
until
yet she wants to share it.
This for fucking real, man.
That actually is not as bad as what I was picturing in my head. I can think of
It's
worse.
not great, but it's not the worst.
Oh, I need to put it up. It's not up. Well, Margaret needs to put it up.
Yes, it was up.
I just
Oh,
did.
Okay,
That's
well, I
not-
was
You
on the
missed it.
page.
You missed it.
It's this.
What's
Oh
happening with the ducks?
no!
What's happening with the ducks?
I think those are geese.
There
They're
was an
obviously
entire
Canada
national
geese.
thing.
We're
What-
very attached to our geese.
What? What? It almost
Okay,
looks like an octopus and a geese had a baby.
This
A
is the
goose
only
had a
one I
baby.
accept.
All right.
I pledge
done.
allegiance to the United Provinces of Paul McCartney.
Canadian.
Y'all are hilarious. Okay, we're gonna go again for one more sprint at 35. I mean, Christine, have you seen some of our early flags and things that they tried to get the United States to adopt? We
Yeah.
fully have "Don't tread on
I
me"
have
as
two
as a
history degrees, of course,
possibility.
like every iteration of the flag.
But ours was in 1967 on our 100th year anniversary.
Yeah, that was
Wasn't
my
that-
dad's birthday year.
Okay. Going again in 3, 2, 1. Mute your bites. Wait, where's mine?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I don't know why I was muted. So anyway, I tried to unmute myself and I guess it didn't work. All right. Oh my God. Sorry. The position that I read in is not an easy one to then get back into the position that I like can face the camera in. Especially when you have old hips like mine. Okay.
You
So
are
how?
very ancient.
What?
You are in fact very ancient.
I am. And I have a hip that's trying to be a bad hip and I refuse to let it. I'm like, no, we're going to stretch you out, you bitch. So, anyways, how did we all do?
I read like
Well-
15 pages. So not
Bad, not bad.
No.
I'm editing the video footage of Alex cutting off all my hair.
Is it cathartic?
Well, so far it's been me like being like, so Alex, like tell them how many people's hair you've cut before, with the expectation of him being like, none. And then he's like, well, there's the time I cut my own hair. And then I remember that the time he cut his own hair was this.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I still
Never
let him
looked
cut
better.
mine.
Anytime you need a hairdresser, I cut off all my hair in the fall. It has all come back again, but it was like to here, and then I cut
Oh,
Alicia's to here.
You did your own?
Yeah, I've never gone to a hairdresser. Well, when I shaved my head, I went to a hairdresser. That was it. I cut
my
my
God.
hair, and now it is shaved at the back again because it's so dang heavy. But I was
Yeah.
tired of it not going into a ponytail. But yeah, I cut Alicia's all the time. Her hair is like the same length as yours.
Okay, well, that's
No.
where I'm going next time because I was like, I don't know what to do.
I never thought, and I was like, oh, I would have cut it for you if I had a.
Thank you. Now I know.
I cut my
Like,
own hair too. I cut my own hair too, and I cut my
How?
sister's.
I don't know.
I mean, I-
Mine's
never,
too thick.
I can understand
Like,
cutting
mine
someone
would be-
else's, but cutting your own.
Mine would be so uneven if I tried to do this on my own. Like, because, like,
Margaret,
yes.
I have the entire back of my head shaved, and I still have all of this hair. It is shaved to like the crown of my head. So much hair.
It's fine. Mine's all falling out, apparently. Not really, but, like, it definitely thinned out over the summer, and I'm not sure why. Like, it's still thick, but, yeah. I can see my scalp now, and I didn't used to be able to do that. Like, anyways, that's not causing me any anxiety at all whatsoever. It's fine. Anyways, how do people in the chat do with I'm excited to hear how Max did some not reading, because I'm sure that it's not reading that happened. How far did you get, Kiera? I don't remember if we heard that part.
Oh. I read like 7 pages, but Jane Austen pages, which don't believe in line breaks.
Yeah. That's true.
Like wall of text.
Yeah.
Right. Literal
mean-
wall of
That's what I'm looking at.
yeah.
Ooh,
I got 9 pages. I got 9 pages total tonight. So let's just do that. There we go. That's so much better.
I got,
Yeah, I
like,
know.
I got like 50 pages total, which is not bad for me because I annotate, and so I'm
Mm-hmm.
slow because I
Yeah.
always have to stop and write exactly what I'm thinking. Every
See,
5
my annotations are usually snarky comments.
Yeah, I have those. I have hearts. I have
Yeah.
laughing face. I have OMG.
Except
If it's a really cringy book,
When
then there's
I
a lot of-
annotate, I take forever to read, which is why
Yeah.
I tend to do audiobooks because I can't not annotate.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it's just a lot of exclamations covering everything up.
Mhm.
You know, it's fine.
I will have books that I want to annotate, and I usually know within the first like 50 or so pages whether or not it's going to be one that I'm going to annotate.
Mhm.
And I have books that I'm just like, this is not worth it. Don't care. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it does make
tell
nonfiction take longer.
sometimes, like, with certain books that I was just kind of like meh, and I didn't have any thoughts. If I really like it or I really dislike it, then I'm gonna write so much more in it. But if it's just like a 3-star type book, then I'm not gonna have many thoughts to put in it usually.
And a lot of my annotations are books that are rereads for me. Because like the first time I want to be paying attention to the story, and the second time, or the first time I'm usually paying more attention to the story, and then the second time I'm having more time to kind of like analyze it and stuff.
Yeah.
So my Percy Jackson books are so tabbed up.
I just read Tree Grows in Brooklyn, which new favorite. I read it on audiobook, but I kept on going back. I looked at it after on my phone. I had like 1,200 words of annotation and like notes and quotes. And it was like mostly just me like going back in the audiobook so that I could write it down, and then I immediately like bought it so that I can actually annotate it.
Yeah. I'm trying to get better about taking notes because I use Bookly when I read, and there is an option where you can like note the page and write down your note. I'm trying to get better about that so that when I review books, it's not just me going off of my memory. Like I have actual thoughts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of me standing in front of a camera looking at it and going, what can I say about this book?
I just like it.
It was good.
I find like the more I like a book, the harder it is for me to talk about it.
I know.
Yeah,
Like
that's
if I
one
just
thing
like a
with
book, I can
tabbing.
get specific.
Really good at bitching.
Tabbing has really helped because then I if I think about something as I'm reading, I'll like pause and I'll think about like, what am I enjoying so far? Why is this, why am I, continuing to read at this particular moment? What is me, is it, a really good plot thing, or is it a pacing thing or whatever? And then I'll write it down and I'll tab it. So that's one of the things, like I flip through all my tabs when I write my reviews. And then like at the front, I have a space to do like, I just use like whatever blank pages I have to do all the like, your trigger warnings and all that stuff that I would want to put in my review. So I just like list them so I don't have to flip through and find them, because I used to do that and I realized it was the stupidest plan. So I made my own note page instead of.
I've never been able to find good tabs. So like I only ever like note nothing, so then I just have to like go through until I find my writing.
The ones I get are from Amazon, actually.
Same.
Because they come in like a Ziploc bag full of them, and there's like I have this one, and then I have the ones that are like a clear back to them, but they're the transparent ones, so they don't.
And it's like 1,500 of them.
Yeah,
it's a fuck ton. These are my favorites.
Yeah, I just like tried to use I think like sticky ones, like little things, and they would just either block the words or I would be able to. They just fall out a lot. They wouldn't stay sticky.
I have one? Hold on. That hurt.
Yeah, these are pretty tacky, and they are with the transparent, so when I put it in there, it doesn't, like, I can still read it.
The only one that is slightly problematic is the darker purple. But these are nice and clear, and I find that, like, 7 colors, at least the way I tab, I can fit just about anything into 7 colors. And the nice thing about the pack that I got, it also comes with a couple of packs that have like 10. And so if I need to use one of these, like I can pick a couple of these so that the tab is different, even if the highlight, because I only have 7 highlighter colors. So the tab is different, even if the highlighter color stays the same. But I'm going to have a bruise there in the morning. Anyway, the only thing that I have an issue with is I really wish I could just buy single color sheets of these, because you go through one color more than the other.
Yeah.
I'm trying to solve that by, like, when I read nonfiction, I only use one color highlighter for the nonfiction because I'm not highlighting as many different things.
Yeah.
But
I used to do it like that, where I had every tab color categorized, but I've kind of changed it to where I literally just do likes and dislikes, and then if there's like something else that I will like maybe dog ear it.
But I don't know why I got up to get my tabs, because they're right there.
But it's made it so much easier because like the way I write my reviews, I categorize it like in the top I kind of do like a notes for all the trigger warnings and stuff listed and like that kind of thing. Then I do a section that's like this or that, so it's like plot driven or character driven, and so it's like kind of comparisons. Then I do like a rating, categorized ratings for like rating each kind of thing.
I'm still listening.
And then and then underneath that I'll do high low, so I do likes and dislikes. And so then like as I go through my tabs, I'll like kind of combine my tabs into things that I, like a general thing that I liked or a general thing that I disliked based on what I
like that.
So it made it a lot easier doing it that way. I
write with like black pen on everything, and that is like what I do. I mostly only annotate classic books because most of my other books I read by audiobook. So often it's like me like putting like themes or like I read Jane Eyre and half of it was me yelling at Rochester, but most of the rest of it was like random references. I just like the only way I got through his conversation on Bertha was by like yelling at him.
I love Jane Eyre in some ways, but Rochester is not one of them.
Well, that's the thing. I'm so conflicted because I'm like, I loved this book, especially the first like few hundred pages, like the mental health representation, the way that like I felt like, and then I was like, even like I knew I was supposed to hate Rochester, and I knew he was like racist and like misogynistic and everything. So when I first met him, I was like, oh, he's not as terrible as he could be. And then he goes into the Bertha speech, and I was like,
it's just
and he's like, I will be violent toward you if I leave, and it's like all of these things, and I was like,
There's something that he says though. There's like one line, and I still hate him. What I really guess that I love is like Charlotte Bronte, but it's like a line that he says where like it hit me in like the fucking gut, and I was like, no,
the heart one.
Something,
there's one that's just like you. There's like a string between our hearts that like connect us. That no matter where.
And I was like,
so many of like that, and that's the thing where I think some of the lines he said, I was like, oh, so good, and then I was like, but he's a horrendous.
You suck.
You suck as a human, but you say some nice things.
But you speak great. I feel so conflicted about Jane Eyre. I was like going between 3 and 4 because I was like the parts of it are like negative 100, but then I'm like some of it are like full like 5-star stuff, and I was like,
the discussion of like class and gender is pretty spot on though.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, I was gonna real quick just bring up how I do my tabs.
Of course you were.
Yes, I was.
I've never heard this before.
I went and got the book. Christine's heard it before. So I make myself a key at the beginning of every one. And typically I have like the things like when I tab, it's typically things that I know I'm going to want to look up or things that I'll refer back to. So like I'll tag like the 2 main characters. I'll tag up, like I'll have one color for other characters. And then like I'll have questions and observations, world building, my favorite quotes, shipping moments. And I'll have one for funny. So like that just has worked for me so far. Eventually I'll do an actual video on how I annotate. And then I'll probably change how I annotate again.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, I used to assign every color like that, but I changed to this because I realized like I was making it so complicated for my own brain when I went to do my reviews. Like I was over organizing it to the point where it was like I didn't want to write my reviews because it was so much like to go through. But like now it's just kind of like, okay, I'll flip through and I'll look at, all of the likes at the same time, and I'll just like write in a thing as I go. And then like half of the things that I flip through are going to be just kind of reiterating the exact same thing again, just in a different part anyway. So like a lot of it is like I've tabbed favorite lines or funny moments, and so I can just say there were a lot of really pretty quotes and funny moments in this, and I can just put that all in one sentence and make it a lot easier for myself. So
I feel like
the same way, like
funny. You guys put so much work into everything. Let's look at my last 2 reviews. So for the ones in
I
Future
love you,
Witches, my review is my apathy is overwhelming. For one last, that's it. Done. Full review. For the one last stop.
A mood.
For one last stop.
Is there
I
a review?
didn't even give it a review. I filmed a YouTube video being like, that was really gay, and I loved it, and I didn't even write a review. That's it.
You should put the link in as a review. Just put a link to your video review.
People love that.
Do people actually watch them? Cool. Okay.
Yeah, then
I have given up on doing Goodreads reviews. I've just decided that it's not going to happen.
But even like
As
okay,
a
but
person.
even every once in a while there's a book where I feel the need to do like an essay level response to, but I'm either like an essay level breakdown of like the themes and like the larger implications of the novel, or I'm like, that was gay, thumbs up. Like that's it for me.
Or
There's
it was awful.
No in
Sorry?
between.
I remember you made this like whole thing once. I was there and you showed it to me. In the way that you were going to rate books.
Oh, I have my rating. My rating is down to a numbers game. Like I have
That's very detailed.
Yeah, so I have like 5 categories and I rank them like 1 to 5. And there's like it's like I essentially have a rubric for how I do it, but I have it memorized now. So instead of like actually taking it off, and then I divide everything by 5, and that's how many stars I gave it. Because I found that I was giving stars for like dumb shit. I'd be like, there's a spelling mistake. I'm gonna take a star away. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I kind of have the same thing with the categorized rating section. I
Yeah.
kind of do that, and that's like my starting point, and then I kind of go like into my high-low section and like kind of compare like, do I really feel like that this reflects that,
Yeah.
you know, and compare do the number of negative thoughts and positive thoughts I have reflect the number in the rating, and if not, why not? And if so, then great, that's my rating. I'm done, and I don't have to think about it.
And then
I'm
there's
like easing up
those
on my
feelings.
one.
Did they kiss? Did they kiss? 5 stars.
No.
If they don't, I'll probably give them a higher rating.
I rate on
Unlike
feelings.
Margaret.
They do not have to kiss, as Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom can attest
Okay.
to.
Do they have to kiss, or they have to have horrific bodily trauma that prevents them from kissing?
Listen, not all kissing is actual kissing, okay?
Okay.
What?
So, what if I told you that in my work in progress,
Can
the
we
main
analyze?
character kisses several people, but none of them are their main love interest. They never kiss their main love interest.
It's gonna
But they
depend. It's gonna depend on how you sell that main love interest to me, Kier. You got to get me to buy that main love interest, and if I buy that main love interest, every interaction between the main character and the love interest will be kissing,
Oh my god.
even if they're not kissing.
Because like I love my tragic stories. I also love, unlike you, I've not even read some of my favorite books because there's multiple love interests. I like my multiple love interests. I was thinking about this today because I knew I was going to talk to you, and I was like, I was editing, and I was like, there are like 4 love interests here.
That sounds solid and wonderful.
See that just,
But they're not competing. Like most of them don't even meet.
Yeah.
It's just people.
that just
they meet along the
stresses
way.
me out because when the romance doesn't work out in the book, or I root for the wrong romance, it like I've had it happen where I have been physically ill for like 3 days. There was a TV show that ended, and it didn't end the way I thought it was going to.
Oh no.
This is not The 100, and I could not eat.
Did the
for 3
100 ever
days.
make it away to the way that you wanted it? I know you
That-
were
The
very
100 was
emotional about that. It was
so
very lovely.
Why would you ask her?
Did they ever end up together?
Why
So
would
close,
you ask
and then
her?
I'm sorry. I
wasn't
like
even
have
the
been
same
very
show.
social, and I think it ended now. So
It has. She murders him in the most
Fuck.
talented character. Here, I'm sending you the video. I will send you the video of me reacting to finding out what happened. 'Cause I never finished the series.
okay.
Can
Sorry,
we just
Christine, I made you sit through this.
2
I just know that
hours.
how involved you.
2 hours and 12 minutes before the 100 came up, and it wasn't even me. I just want, please note, I am making progress.
Wait, this video is 2 hours long?
2 hours and 13 minutes.
Okay, well, you know what? You know what hasn't been brought up? You know who hasn't been brought up? I win.
Bucky?
I win, you lose.
She does have
we
a point.
did talk about Sam.
But she didn't talk about Bucky.
I didn't talk about Bucky.
But
She
I
didn't
want to
even-
talk
you know,
about Bucky
like-
and Sam all of the time.
Okay, so I want to
See?
challenge Christine
Okay.
when you're next on my channel, which I'm pretty sure is going to be when we're talking about the Winter Soldier and whatever we just watched, Thor: The Dark
So we're
World.
talking about
Whoa. What did you call it? Are you sure that you don't mean, you mean Sam, Bucky, Meet Cute, the movie? Here are the movies. Are you ready?
you so much.
I thought about this. Sam, Bucky, the
Oh
prequel,
my
Sam's not born
God.
yet. Sam, Bucky, the Meet Cute.
Oh my god. I'm obsessed already.
Sam, Bucky 2. Sam gets thrown across the room by his jaw. Whoops.
That's not where I would have gone.
That's what
would've gone,
happens.
Sam,
That's
I
what
would have
happens.
gone.
If you watch that film, if you watch Civil War, Bucky picks Sam up by the jaw and throws him across the room, okay? And
I
then
would-
later Sam says, I hate
intention.
I would have said Sam Bucky 2. We have to work together and we hate it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But like Sam Bucky 2, things aren't going so hot for poor Buck. Then you've got Sam Bucky 3. Meet up in Wakanda. Sam Bucky 4, we're both dead.
No,
That's tough.
But our
We're both
souls
existing.
reunited in Ash.
It's true. We don't know what happened on the other side.
and then Sam Bucky, 5? The wedding?
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be Captain America 4.
Oh, I was talking about Falcon and the Winter Captain
They
America.
did not get married. They had a lovely date with Sam's entire community.
I just like episode 2 where he like lands on top of him. I actually screamed. Part of like shipping and part of like, how Disney
What?
are you like queer baiting us this hard?
So hard. And yeah,
And
sorry,
they're like,
I
how
don't even know it.
the leg.
that episode is
I'm joking,
actually
oh my God.
renamed Homoerotic Fuckery, is what I call that episode. So,
That's funny.
Dying from the lack of confirmation.
it,
So, anyways,
Like I
to get
literally,
back to my
it was
original
like
point,
4 a.m. and I screamed aloud. So I waited up.
I
All of them I watched in the middle of the night.
think I like paused it and rewinded it. I was like,
did this happen?
is this actually gonna be gay? Like, was I right? I had like a weird, like, I was like, am I gonna get what I want? Like,
I'm just
You'd be
very
able to
worried
handle
about what
it.
happens if Disney is still screwing around. I'm very worried about that. I'm concerned.
it's like high and low for me every week of
They
like,
have literally every chance to like make things, and they're like, no, we're gonna cut Valkyrie's scenes. We're going to pretend like these people are not gay or bisexual or queer or anything.
or just anything but friends who
You know, in an
I feel like the
ensemble
one that would be
cast,
the-
we're finally getting one gay character. Let me guess that he is going to have one kiss with his husband, and that they are not going to be very much focused at all, so that they can cut it out very easily if they
it's
need
like
to.
behind the scenes, like there's like literally a closet door in front of them as they're kissing.
We close the
I feel like the one they're going to go for is the next Thor one.
Well, no, there's
Well, no,
confirmed-
because we've
there's
already
confirmed
affirmed
people.
that there is
Oh, okay,
a gay
good.
gay husbands in
The
in,
Eternals.
the
So I
Eternals,
was talking about like Valkyrie, obviously.
Oh, like main character.
yeah,
like,
I want
like-
her to be the queer king.
Wait. There has wait. We all saw the same ending of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We all watched it. We all saw the exact same scene. Whatever they want to say, that was a date. Why was Bucky looking up dick pics on Tinder?
What?
Tigers are nothing to do with gay culture. Didn't you know that?
You're right. Suddenly women have just perfectly straight
Women like
women.
to show
have,
their masculinity.
Yeah, you're right. What do we know?
Okay. I feel like we have devolved. We've covered the
Yeah, well,
100.
you brought up
We've
the
covered
100.
Sam
I'm
Bucky.
sorry for asking after your selective fandoms.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I would like to see Christine talk about the Winter Soldier and
Me
not
too.
mention Sam and Bucky more than like 5 times while discussing that
How
movie.
can you? Okay,
Like,
the
it's
fucking
literally
title
called
of the movie is
Sam
The
and
Winter
The
Bucky.
title doesn't count.
They're,
So you're
they're,
like,
I'm
I'm
just
allowed to talk about them in their like respective roles in the film, just not as a ship.
I know I was seeing. I want to see if you can talk about the Winter Soldier with a minimum of Bucky and Sam content. I want to challenge you.
Do
to
you
do that.
want? Sorry,
I am
I'm sorry. What I'm
I'm
hearing is you only want me to talk about Natasha Romanoff.
I would be good with that.
Okay, because
You get
I was gonna
Natasha.
say, like,
I'll get Steve.
you're
We'll be
taking
good.
for the movie that made me like realize my bisexuality. You're taking away the entire blue of that flag. If that's what you do.
Christine. Do you care?
Yes.
I mean, not them. I'm talking about the blue in general.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Margaret. Yeah.
I am joking. You can talk about it. That's the Winter Soldier. You can talk about Bucky.
Like literally, okay. It's not Sam Bucky the prequel. It's Sam Bucky the meet cute.
We'll cover the rest of it. We've got 4 other people in this group that will be doing this live show, so we'll be good.
when is this live show? I have been off BookTube for a very long time.
Oh.
I'm catching up. Tell me your details.
I just realized I have a hair appointment that we just moved to the 29th. It's supposed to be the 29th. It'll probably have to be like in the morning.
Oh no, we move it to my channel.
So we just did your
And
channel.
she gets dominion over everything.
So I feel
I
like
just-
11 worked pretty well for everyone, and that does give our, other people across the pond some chance to get it. So, anyways, does anyone have anything on their channel they want to plug?
I'm uploading again.
I noticed. I'm not watching videos again yet, but I'm working on getting to that mental space.
Oh,
It's so
me
much
too.
harder when I can't watch them for 8 hours a day.
Mm.
So much harder to keep up.
Yeah, I have not watched Eddie ones since like October, and then I just started watching it. I'm like, but there's so many people I love.
I haven't watched any since March of last year. I mean, I have, but like not consistently. Like I'll go like when I know a specific video is going up, I'll go and I'll watch that occasionally. Maybe. But I am really bad at staying. Like I used to be so good at like if y'all want to do a podcast, create a podcast, I will be there because I can listen to those all day long. Christine's like, yes,
you
we
just
will.
watch videos without the sound.
The problem is the
do that.
video part, not the sound part.
Yeah, that's one of the other pluses of having premium is I listen to a lot of videos in the car now
Mhm.
because I can lock my phone, so I'm not
Watching it.
watching it, and I can listen to it, and I can download them so that I can do it without using data. So that has been another huge plus.
I
is that
can
my
do
hour of commuting every
Commute.
day is hanging out with, at the moment, Michelle.
that's cool.
I am.
I Can't do
I
neither
just-
of those things.
I have one more video, I think, of hers.
Yeah.
to watch, and then I'm caught up. on her.
Nice. I have we don't even have Wi-Fi at my work except in the main office, which I am not in. And our 4G is absolutely horrendous.
4G.
Yeah. And then I also I'm not supposed to act like she doesn't mind if I listen to stuff, but I'm technically not supposed to have my phone out at all. So
Then how do you listen to stuff?
well, because I have my earbuds in. and it goes in my pocket, and I hide it with my sofa.
Yeah, connected to
So, yeah,
an iPod Shuffle.
for the most part, my
It's
phone
okay
I
if
can
we don't
play, and
see
it lives in my in my front pocket of my purse. So if for any reason I need, like I missed something and I needed to rewind, I can just grab it, rewind real quick, and go. So
Well, I work right where you see me sitting now.
Yeah.
And I do
That-
whatever I want in the background.
that will hopefully be me sometime at the end of the year.
Nice.
Although
yeah.
I would prefer not to be where you see me sitting now, but like, at home.
No, it should be where you see me sitting now.
Yeah, come to Waterloo. Join us.
Listen,
Not
we
that
were
I've seen
discussing the
Christine in,
fact that I do in fact want to go to Canada. I just need y'all to open your freaking borders. I am vaccinated now.
Yeah.
am
And
not-
we
I am
haven't
less of
opened
a danger.
vaccination for under 40. So
Yeah.
But
We're
come to us.
pre-registered.
Yeah.
Alex,
Every
yeah.
I was lucky enough to have severe asthma. So my doctor was like, "You're a vulnerable population."
I like how only in COVID is that ever anything that you say. I'm lucky enough to have. But you know, I never said that before COVID. I'm lucky enough to have a disability before COVID. Like, friend, nobody said that.
I'm lucky enough to have a disability. It still doesn't matter because it doesn't affect my
Well, I
health.
mean, yeah, I have one too, but like,
Yeah.
no one gives a shit that my shoulder dislocates at will. It doesn't.
I think
COVID's
that
not
means you're
really
going to die from COVID.
It does, yeah. Actually, your shoulder ligament is directly connected to lung productivity. So
The shoulder
Uh-huh.
goes to the lung work.
bone.
I mean,
I was like, that didn't
Christine,
really work like I wanted it to.
You don't
but
have a
like,
bone rattling
tried.
around. your lungs.
what we could do is file you and me for a marriage license. You could come down to Florida. I would be the ultimate disappointment to my parents. But then because you are we get your green card, so you're a citizen of the United States or something similar to that. You're not an actual citizen. We get your green card so that you are a resident of the United States. And then we get you signed up for the vaccine.
I think it's quicker.
I love
if I wait.
Christine. I might not have seen her, but I like that she lives 20 minutes from me. And
Yeah,
I also like Canada.
yeah. Here's the thing. I don't feel a lot of identity to this country. Like, I don't have any like attachment to it identity-wise.
But the healthcare system is not the worst.
But
Well, I
it's
like it
not
better than
America.
the kids.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I am very proud not to be American.
You can be. We get married just long enough for you to get yourself vaccinated.
Why don't you come marry me
Yeah.
and become Canadian? There's way more benefits.
But you would not be able to get
and
vaccinated.
also,
That was the old,
she already has a fiance.
I don't think that's gonna stop Christine.
It matters nothing to me. Alex,
I mean, if we
would you marry me spiritually, not legally, to help Margaret get a green card? He said yes.
you have snow, Christine. I can't do snow.
It just means
live
we
in the
say
most
we're married,
perfect
but we're
camp.
not
We have snow
legally
for
married.
like 2 months. I've been living here for 6 years and I've never had one like week go by where the snow does not melt.
I do not think you understand the depths of my aversion to cold.
Have you ever even
Yeah,
met
you
snow?
just stay inside. It's quarantine. I like barely leave the house. It's
You
worse
say
inside.
that. You say that, but then when we talked about vacation together, you're like, somewhere with air conditioning, please. Do you know what's colder than fucking snow? Air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
Not in Florida.
Bro, every time I go into air conditioning, my whole arm hurts. It like aches.
It's the humidity.
Bone chilling.
I
In Florida, it's the humidity where like the
Here's
air
the thing.
I love humidity. I
In
live
air
in Ghana in the hottest month of the year. I love being hot. I
So
can't even.
Canada
it
is
doesn't
just
bother
as warm as Florida for like 3-4 months. So
Yeah.
you know.
You'll
and,
never
and
hear
the
me complain
spring,
about
like the
weather being
spring and
hot.
fall are delightful here. They're just
Yeah,
like they're
we
the
have a
perfect like
beautiful
sweater
fall.
weather. It's really only like end of November to like February. That's bad.
That is not too much.
I'm not
And you
gonna
can
say
just go visit your parents for those months.
it. Yeah.
Y'all, if I leave the United
be
States, I'm
sober.
not going back.
Okay.
Okay, wait, my brother would still be here.
Yeah, go to
Yeah,
Indiana.
visit your brother for like Christmas and stay an extra like month, and you'll pretty much avoid all the snow. Like we are
Or-
like
Not if I'm visiting my brother for Christmas in Indiana. Do you know how the pictures he sent us of the snow piled on his car?
I've seen
I
Parks
did
and
not
Rec.
know your brother was in Indiana. You can go there and you can love Nerd Fighteria.
I mean, I could definitely track down John Green, probably if I really wanted to put my mind to it.
Alternatively,
That would be superly scary, but yeah.
alternatively, and hear me out, we take you to like a nice, not like city winter, but we take you to like a nice like farm winter where it's like pretty and you can do stuff.
It's very pretty. If you go like skiing, and Ottawa has ice sculptures everywhere, it's beautiful.
It's nice.
And
Truly
again,
do not
the snow melts
understand
at
that.
least once a week. Like half
If
the time, it's like
anything-
5 degrees.
Listen,
60
Your
degrees,
country
I am
have
non-functional.
AK-47s. You can handle snow.
Yeah, like we our police aren't great, but most of them don't have guns, at least.
It's literally, I feel like the amount of people that die of cold here is like less than like one school shooting a year.
Yeah. You know what our
So,
last school shooting was?
Probably.
20 years ago. We have less school shootings in a history of our country than you guys have in like 3 months.
I know.
Yeah. So the snow is so worth it, I promise. We also, and not that I will ever listen to this with you, have Michael Bublé music. That's local to
He
here.
is okay.
And so many bubbly commercials.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My roommate literally has a Bublé mug if you want
I bet
one.
he does.
Sorry, we have to overtaken this live stream to complain
Yeah,
about
no, we're good. We were trying to end things, and now we're just going off on a tangent like we usually do, way past Christine's bedtime.
Oh, and Anne-Marie, I
I'm
am
sorry.
registered based on your part.
I do have to like actually kind of clean my room up a little bit because we're having the termite guy come out tomorrow. So why he's coming out on a
Everything
Saturday,
in
I
Canada.
don't know.
Things
You know,
die.
we don't have. You know what we don't have in Canada? Lots of termites, and or we don't have to get flood insurance here.
I'm so sorry.
I learned about that. I learned about flood insurance being a necessary thing.
There are termites that are only found in Canada.
Okay, well, not
Yeah, but they die. Everything dies in the winter.
Yeah, the winter kills them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. But
You
they
know-
can still get inside your house.
They aren't though.
Yeah, I've never seen a termite.
I've never seen a termite.
I saw 3
I've never
just
had
this
like
last
I've
week,
never had
so-
any issue in any apartment I've ever lived in, and I've lived in a lot of apartments.
Mm-mm.
Never
I think the
cockroaches.
newer- I think the
Oh, I
newer
actually
one.
can't.
We do,
Sure.
and I really do apologize. This is the one downside. We do have Canadian geese, and we do have Canadian. It's been hard.
They wake me up every morning, and I have learned to be friends with them.
They're
They
so.
kind of scare me, actually.
They should.
I don't
They
think
should.
I would survive.
I
a
was
goose
walking
attack.
the other day on a trail, and there was a goose, and I was like, I walked around it. I was this far away from it. It did not move. It just let me walk by, and I was like, okay.
Like, geese scare me more than alligators do. And alligators
That's
will
because you're
drown
adjusted
you
to
and let
delusional.
you decay in the water before they tear your body up.
Yeah, that's pleasant. I have been bit by swans. I've never been bit by geese or duck or any other Canadian animal. Only swans.
I've seen videos
And
of how to handle them, but like, would I be able to do that as a person? No, I don't have that kind of hand-eye coordination.
They don't. They're so domesticized by living in a city.
Yeah. Apparently not the ones Christine knows. Carrie said
Listen.
winter just puts the ticks to sleep, and yikes, are they awake now? I don't know how I had a dog and she did not have, well, she never went out in the yard for extended periods of time. That's probably how she never had a severe tick problem, because I remember my friends having to like actually do something about it with their dogs.
We, Briar has never had a tick and neither has Cassie, but my like Abby has.
I have had them myself personally, but like my dog, I think maybe one or two.
No.
And it's really easy to get to take care of them with nail polish. Like, so easy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's
On
quite
the
lucky I have
highway.
Lyme disease, but I don't know.
Yeah, like personally, I prefer not to have that.
No.
Moose.
I never
Okay,
found-
I've never been blocked by a moose on the highway, Max, but I have been blocked by a moose on a dirt road. So
Mhm.
I
it
was
just
coming
depends
back
how
from a
often
wedding
you-
once, and it was like real north, like 6 hours north from here. And my headlights just stopped, and I was like, I slowed down, and there was a moose, and then I just like slowly went by it. I'm gonna like my little Honda Civic. It is bigger than my car, and I'm like, just going like,
Moose
please
man.
do not kill me, please do not kill me,
Yeah.
please not kill me. And then I went on, and that's like the only time I have like come across a moose on, a road.
Mhm.
Moose are pretty cool. I had a
Like,
bear
if
put its
they're-
hands on our window and go like this.
That is terrifying.
It was
kind of
actually
bear?
fucking hilarious because it was like, "Hi guys, do you have any food? Do you have food for me, bear? I have food."
What kind of bear was it? Was it a black
It's a
bear?
black bear.
Okay.
It's a black
Please,
bear,
they're
right?
not
So, like,
terrible.
Please
have
always
black
use
bears
that
that I've
voice from
ever
now
seen.
on, Christine.
okay,
Only that
That's-
voice.
that's like
That
the
is-
voice
Wanna
I
hear
want
your
friends
most-
out.
That is how
Professional
you intro
review
every video
that.
now. Hi guys, I'm Christine.
Welcome back to my channel. I
Other bear that reads.
No, you welcome or welcome back. You didn't even say it right. I know you're.
Oh my
intro better than
god.
You watch more of my videos than I have.
Listen, I have been doing this for almost 4 years at this point, and I still don't remember how to do my outro right the first time.
I was like, thanks, I guess.
My
Bye.
anniversary is like is around this time. I think it's already passed.
This
That
is true.
That is intense, having to publish a website with where the geese nests are.
If
so
you've
that-
never been charged that by a Canada Goose,
Mhm.
why do you think I relate so
I
strongly?
haven't, and I've lived in Waterloo for like 7 years now.
It's actually it happened in Whitby. It happened where I grew up. But to be fair, we
I
got
feel like
dumb close to them. We'd be like,
I-
"Hey, geese," and they'd be like,
I feel like you could fix that by just carrying a baseball bat everywhere you go.
like a
No,
baseball
they are
bat with
protected. They
something.
are a national thing. You are not allowed to injure
You're
a
not allowed.
Canadian goose. It's illegal.
It's illegal, but when I saw one that got hit by a car, I did laugh and do a little bit. My,
Okay.
They were actually at one point endangered before they became our national animal, and now they are like way overpopulated.
let it happen again. Fuck them. They're birds.
I think it depends on how far up the endangered list they are, because there's a certain point where like animals will not be endangered, but they're still not populated enough that like
Well, see, the thing about Canada geese that's different from all other animals, Margaret, is that like
They're
reproduction isn't what solves. It's actually Satan is creating them in hell and then like opening a rift and shoving them back up. And that's that rift, that like crack in the earth is the University of Waterloo campus. Yeah.
that's funny.
Oh, man.
I've
You need to
imagined
write a
Percy
book based
Jackson
off of
and
that
just,
idea
like-
right there.
So what you're
Please
saying
do
is that
not
Waterloo
All
is
my
on a
friends
hell
at
on
Waterloo
that.
say the same.
Waterloo's what?
what you're saying is the University of Waterloo is on a hellmouth, except it
Yeah.
only produces geese.
Geese, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you think
Using it.
demons aren't real? I've seen them. They go,
So you need to
They
write
are
like
plentiful.
a retelling of the birds, but like the geese, and that's the whole premise.
they're terrible.
I would read that book.
They're
You have to
literally
spend
geese.
much time
Yeah.
with the geese to write this book, though. That's the only issue.
True.
Good point.
Okay.
Imagine this is your life, okay? It's coming at you It's coming.
Margaret is like, I am trying to end this live show and it may never end.
Oh, there are worse things to do than to hang out on this live show. I mean, the next thing I have to do is cleaning, which is why I haven't been terribly. Anyways, so do we have anything that's not geese that y'all want to? Kira's posting videos again. Anyone else have anything on their channel that they want to is special and coming up?
I posted a vlog today, and then I'm editing my haircutting vlog right now. So.
Nice. I will eventually start posting videos again. I just have been like my entire evening is just that. Trying to get through that by the end of the month so that I can still be in. This isn't really an Avengers live show. It's just me hanging out. So I don't know if we have any hints. Cause
the next movie we're watching is Sam Bucky Meet Cute. That's your hint.
Yeah. The next movie we're watching is Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and
Rogers and the Winter Soldier.
22nd.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and we haven't even like really done anything yet that we can hint.
We can
because our meeting is tomorrow.
That meeting is tomorrow. And
so we don't even know.
Kind of done giving out spoilers because we give them out and then we'll be like, hey, you're at this live show, so you get this information first, and then they just go and disseminate it to everyone, and I'm like,
true.
This is supposed to be
bully the other Avengers, guys. What are you doing? Bully your peers.
So, anyways, I should probably also kind of take a look at what books I think might fit. I will stay away from books that have blue covers.
What I will say
Mm-hmm.
is that the Ultron boss battle is going to be so fucking fun.
I haven't even read the Ultron boss battle, and I'm terrified.
Oh,
honestly.
I'm so excited.
I saw how many notes you'd made, and I was just like, oh God, what have we created? We have created Ultron.
You know,
we have created the method of our destruction.
He's hot.
I'm just gonna smile placidly like I know what you're talking about.
It's the reading challenge that we're running that I'm just like, I don't know if I can do. Like, we talk about doing it for another year, but I'm like, how? How do we have the energy and the time?
Endure.
I think it will help that we won't be having to do a movie every other weekend because there won't be as many movies to watch.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that really, like, gets me.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's gonna make a big difference. Is like what our scheduling would be like in comparison after the kind of
because it's like 2 movies a month, 2 boss battles a month, like.
Yeah,
I love the boss battles.
I love them. It's like
also do
boom, 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 boom. Like it makes like having a life outside of it hard on the weekends, which is not hard right now because of COVID. But like
only life is Avengers.
I know, right? What are they?
No. It's Percy Jackson or Six of Crows, depending on what I've been watching or reading.
Oh my lord.
I am finally reading those books after so many years.
Good for you.
So many years.
Sarah sent me the fanfics and then.
Wait, did she send you more than just the one she sent me? Did she send you any more Kanej fanfics?
She sent me too.
Sarah, have you been holding out on me?
The first one, the one she would have sent you is like the best one. But like,
I need to see if I forgot to check that one out because I wanted to see if it's one that I've already read because I was running out of good fanfics at one point that were like Showtime, not just like really old stuff. Let's see.
I just cry.
Have I read this one? Maybe. My phone is about to die. We will answer this question possibly if my phone doesn't, combust on me, and then we will come on, work with me here, bitch.
It likes when you give it encouragement.
No, this thing is my problem child. It does not
It does not respond to positivity.
It's just it has
That's
lost
what
its
makes
You know that problem children just need love, Margaret.
like that's the
Love.
opposite of yeah, like I was gonna say that's like the opposite of what they do.
it has lost all rights to my affection. Okay.
When a child is well behaved, you're allowed to tease it. When a child is a problem child, you probably should focus the
Hug it.
positive energy.
Oh, here the things
Or
that I could
Never
If I
talk
could-
to the child again.
talk to you about that I work
Christy.
here at work or have to deal with when people call, and I'm just like we had one mom call in and she's describing how the dad treats him, and I'm like, that's child abuse.
Why have a dad? Don't do it.
I have
Dad.
to
Okay, I can't read this
Plan
one because
ahead.
it involves Rule of Wolves, and I haven't gotten there yet. But it's noted.
Did
What
that
rule
just
of
come
law?
out?
What?
But it probably
Yeah,
is just at the end.
I haven't finished.
I sent you all the spoilers for Rule of Wolves in GIF form. GIF.
But here's the great part: is that means nothing to me right now. So. Okay, for real, we are ending the broadcast now. Any last minute plugs? Anything? Bree, did you have anything you wanted to mention?
I haven't been making videos, or I haven't uploaded any videos the past 3 weeks because life. But tomorrow I plan on actually editing some more board wrap-ups and also a video that has to do with 10 very popular authors.
Nice.
Oh, we'll finally know what that was about.
Yeah, you'll find out what that means.
I was so confused.
I will eventually get back. I'm hoping that if I can stay on track with studying, I might have some time to post a video this weekend.
Oh my god. I saw Christine's
What
face
happened?
right after I saw the comment, and it was. Oh god!
Oh, my laptop died a while ago.
Max, have you been hanging out with my brother? Technically, Max, that is a drain plug.
You know what? It's a bathtub plug now.
Anyways, mine stopped working
Well,
the
that's
other
a
week.
good image.
Okay, truly, we're gonna just end on that note.
Oh lord!
If you want to know what Max is trying to plug, you can look in the comments, but I am not gonna post that on my channel. Just
Oh man!
guys.